Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, damsels and dingbats. Today, I'm going to be playing Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. For those of you that don't know the game, Rebellion is actually an expansion, I believe, of the original base Sins of a Solar Empire. I'm not going to get too big on who made it and when and whatnot. It's an older game. I'm just going to play it. I feel like playing it. I'm going to play it. Let's see here. I want to do a large map just because it gives me some time to grow. I'm not going to mess with any of the base stuff. I should probably check to make sure that the volume is... Probably going to end up having to do that once I get in. So if you can't hear me too well right now, I apologize. I will try to adjust the volume here in a second and check on everything. A lot of the videos that I play, I'll probably have music playing in the background. Since copyright infringement is such a big deal these days, I've got myself a... I'm going to be looking for copyright-free radio type things. So if there's just weird freaking music playing in the background, that's why. I have no control over what's being played. I just don't feel like, I want something to be playing in the background, but I really don't feel like editing songs and crap like that. I just want to play my games, and I want to record it and put it up, and that's fine. So go ahead and close out of this. This game is kind of a resource management, military takeover stuff. So right now I've got to remember how to use these controls. That would help. I thought WASD was part of this, but anywho, this is my starting planet, Riope. If you highlight over it, you can see just the random information that I really don't pay that much attention to. Right now I'm starting out with 2 mineral, like ore asteroids and a crystal asteroid. The currencies used in this game are credits, basically monies, ore and crystal. That's what you use to make anything, to research anything. So these are my asteroids that I'm mining right here. This is my capital ship factory. You have a bunch of smaller ships. Like here I have a couple frigate factories. If you come in here, you have frigates and cruisers. Now we don't have any cruisers researched yet, so we don't have access to any of those, but we do have some basic seeker vessels. Wow, I've not played this faction before, so yeah, seeker vessels are like scouts. They go out and they look at stuff, so that you can kind of tell what's where. I believe I have a couple of them here.
Show me the path.
So I'm going to go ahead and tell them to go out and explore. Now this is our system, and these lines lead off to other planets, which may or may not be colonized by other players or NPCs or whatever. Right now I'm playing offline, so we're not going to have any other players. I'm going to send both my scouts out to look around. So anyway, scouts, those are scout frigates. And then we also have the disciple vessels, which are like your basic light,
has been discovered.
Your basic light fighter type thing. So I'm going to make a couple of those. I'm going to tell them to come over here for now. And this is a colony ship. This is what you need to colonize new planets. Now it just said we found a new planet, so our scout's already over here. So you can see we have a lava planet with 2 mineral asteroids. Forgive the background noise. Let's see if I can do something about that. Every time you summon or build, let's see, music effects, dialogue. Every time you build a vessel, it'll come out and it'll say something, and that could be annoying when I'm trying to record a session. So these gray guys here, like NPC, non-player character, bots, every system that I go into is probably going to have some of these bots. Here we have a gas giant planet with 3 mineral asteroids. Again, bots. You can actually zoom in pretty close on the ships to see what they look like. It's pretty cool. So these are like NPC pirates. My ship, my little scout ship, looks like this. And we zoom back out and reorientate ourselves here. We'll go back to our home planet. And we see that we've got these little disciple vessel attack frigate type things that we're building. This is what they look like. I don't normally play the disciples. I normally play what are they called? I normally play these guys, like basic human military type guys. I forget what they're called, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I've got these ships building up here. They're what I'm going to start using to defeat the NPC bots and kind of go and capture other planets. Now, over here we have a dwarf planet, an asteroid belt, a lava planet. Up here we have a greenhouse planet. Now, you need different types of research to establish bases on some of these. So if we go up here to research, hostility is kind of like your war research. Security is defenses. Harmony is basically diplomacy. Or no, harmony is... I have no idea. Understanding. Maybe understanding's diplomacy. Yeah, I think understanding's diplomacy, which means harmony is probably like the industrial side of things. Yeah, right here, for example, under materialism. In order to claim that greenhouse planet, I need to research greenhouse evangelism. So right now I've got a volcanic planet right next door. So I want to research volcanic evangelism. So I need 2 temples of harmony. And you can, on planets that you own, you can actually develop them. So under developing planets, we have infrastructure, emergency facilities, explore planet, designate capital planet, logistics capacity, and tactical capacity. Now, logistics capacity is things like civilian research centers and... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, I did it. So, civilian research centers, logistic structures. All of this stuff in here. Frigate factories, the capital ship factories, different... for this faction, they're temples. Different temples that do different things. Those need the logistics structures. The tactical structures are basically your defense platforms, your hangars, the things that you build, defend. You build it in here and it defends this area. So I need 2 civic structures to research that lava planet. So I want to come in here and... Temple of Hostility, that sounds like the War one. Temple of Harmony, I need 2 of these. So I'm going to, I have the resources to build them. I'm just going to go ahead and tell them to build. Now these little guys here are like our little worker construction fabricator dudes. They don't fight, they don't defend, all they do is build. When you tell them to build, they rush off and they start building stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get those going so that I can start that research. Something I just realized is I did not set a timer for this video, so give me 1 second. I figure it's probably been about 5 minutes, so let's give ourselves 25 minutes. And counting down. Alright, so we've got these, they build pretty quick, like it's actually, that's my frigate factory. These build pretty quick too, they're not done yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take these frigates that we built. Actually, I think there's a... yeah, we don't want the colony ship going right now. So we're going to send him over here. The rest of these little guys, the combatants, I'm going to go ahead and select them all and come down here, and we're going to turn them into a fleet. That way, when I want to select the whole group, I just click this, and they're all ready to go. Now, once I get a capital ship in here, hey, I've actually got enough to build a capital ship. These are the big guns, like the battleships, and these would be like the little destroyers and whatnot. So, I want a battleship. I don't know which one I want because I'm not overly familiar with this faction's abilities. Let's just go ahead and take the battleship for now. So we're going to build a battleship and send it over here. Once it's built and I can join it up with the fleet, I'm going to send it out to start clearing out some of the areas around me. So I've got one of these done. Didn't I tell them to build 2? Do I have 2? Yes, okay. So they're both built. So I can go up here into research. And you see now this lighter area is what I can research. I have the facilities to research it. So if I want to do the lava planet, see it says I need 2 temples of harmony. I have 2 temples of harmony so I can do it. But if I come over here, I need 3 temples of harmony. I can't do it. I don't have enough temples yet. So I'm going to go ahead and research this because I do want that lava planet that's nearby. And you can train multiple things at a time. They have a resource cost. As long as you have the resources up here, you can train it. So one thing I like to do normally is I want to start putting some points into my military abilities, like my armors and my ships. I want to be able to research a couple cruisers to get them into the fleet. So this says Purge Vessel. Grants access to Purge Vessel, large ships with planetary assault weapons. Planetary bombardment. I'm not ready to quite get into that yet. What's this? Acolyte Corvette prototype, a fast attack ship capable of impairing an enemy's ability to hit targets with its weapons. Okay, I could dig that. So let's research acolytes. Now I need 1 temple of hostility for that. So I need to go to the planet and logistics. Yes, temple of hostility. Now, other than these guys that are free roaming in here right now, I don't have any planetary defenses going on. So I might want to look into building, let's see, a beam defense platform. I've got guys coming in, can come in on these 3 directions. This looks like the dead end. So it looks like most of everything's going to be coming from this way. So I might want to put some defenses. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put a beam platform over here. Now everything that was in that orange circle, if any bad guys float into that circle, this guy will start shooting at it. I actually want a couple of them. I want to overlap a little bit. Just so that I got some defense on this. It's going to probably be a while before I have anybody coming in here that I have to worry about. Main character-wise, like right now you see we've got the Rakorum survivors, the Vascorus Archon. Now, these ones here are main, like, if there were other people playing, they would be in control of one of these groups. These are the main factions. The little gray guys that float around in these orbits around the planets, those are just bots. They're never going to leave those little areas. They're never going to come attack us here. There is a pirate faction, which every once in a while will send guys out to come attack you, and if your bounty is high enough, they'll target you. So when it comes time for them to start attacking, you can put a bounty down on somebody. Like, for example, let's see, who do we got close to us? Zooming out, see, here's where the pirates are. And then it doesn't actually look like, normally when you zoom out, if there's another faction that controls one of these, you see my symbol here above mine. If I've sent a guy through a system and it's actually controlled by another faction, I'd see their faction symbol. So it doesn't look like I have anybody in my system right now of another faction. There's a wormhole here that leads to these other 2 systems, so the other factions might be in there. Well, they are in there somewhere, if they're not in here and I haven't found them yet. There's you can use like long range warps to get over to these. You don't have to use the wormhole, but that's a little later in the game. For now though, I guess I can just pick one at random just to make sure that they don't come after me. If I pick somebody and I click here, I've just put a 250, I guess we just call it gold, 250 gold budget, or what do you call those? Bounty. 250 gold bounty on the Rakorum survivors. So as long as I make sure that that's higher than what I got listed next to me, when the pirates come out, they're going to go after this guy, or whoever has the highest value. So I always like to make sure I'm not just randomly chosen, because if everyone's at 0, I think it randomly chooses who they're going to go after, and they tend to randomly choose me every time. So yeah, no, we're not going to do that. There's also a black market here where you can buy and sell crystals and metal. You can also do that up here. This shows who currently has the highest bounty on their head and how much it is. So it's usually a good idea to keep an eye on that just to make sure it's not you. Again, this is the research page. This is the relations page right now. You usually start out pretty low relations-wise with other factions, but depending upon how you interact with them and the faction value can come up or go down. So yeah, there's that. I'm not going to worry about that much of that too much. So I got some basic defenses put up. I have the bounty put out so that hopefully they don't come after me. I've got my capital ship now. Where is it? It's right here, next to my colony ship. Colony ship, you come over here. Just get out of the way. You're not special enough to be part of the elite forces. From Trade Coalition, come out from the shadows and face me head on. So, what's happened here is the guy we put the... Ooh, yeah, see, my bounty just went up. I don't like that. Here, let's just throw some money on this guy. So, I don't know why this guy got a bounty put on him. One of these other guys probably has some issues with them already. I don't know if they put the bounty on me. I don't think it's set up to where they're aware of who puts the bounty on who. But knowing my luck. Anyway, I got a 500 bounty. I need to make sure my bounty stays above there. So let's just do something dumb. Yeah, beat that. I got the money to blow. Actually, I don't, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, anyway. Why are you still blinking? No, you're just telling me that the pirate raiders are getting ready to come out pretty soon. That's fine. They're not going to come after me. So, capital ship. You can see, size-wise, definitely leader of a fleet. Now, down here, your ships can actually level up. Or at least the capital ships can. Like, see the level, the number 1 there? It's just a little level 1 ship. Now, as you level up, you can gain new abilities. Detonator, antimatter, animosity, antagonizes nearby hostile forces into attacking this ship over their current targets. Energy absorption provides a slight increased armor. So yeah, that's kind of like a tanky thing. I'll take that. So when he gets enough experience points to level up again, I'll be able to invest in something else or improve this. So it's kind of a unique little mechanic. I like that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to reform the fleet. Reform the fleet. Fine. Disband the fleet. Now form the... Why is he... Okay, he is part of the fleet. I was expecting this to go above him, but it didn't. Anyway, I've got a couple ships here. I've got a capital ship. I didn't need the capital ship. I just really wanted it. Now, I should have the research now for the lava planet. Yes. So, okay, now I can colonize this planet. So I'm going to send my fleet over to the lava planet. I'm going to give them the time to get over there and actually clear out those little gray guys. And then I will send my colony ship over to claim... I'll set him over here and get him ready. I'll have him ready to come over here and claim this lava planet. And then I can build the mines on the 2 asteroids over there, and that will add in to the resources I'm getting. In the meantime, I can upgrade my planet. So if it's grayed out, it's fully upgraded. I can still upgrade my emergency facilities, which it says construct crisis response centers and bomb shelters to increase the planet's defense against orbital bombardment. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that for a little while. Tactical capacity allows you to build more tactical structures around this planet. I definitely am interested in that. We'll blow some money to max that out. Speaking of which, what kind of tactical structures can we make? Nothing yet. Don't have the research for any of this yet. So we might want to look into that. What about Civic? No logistics slots available. Can I upgrade the logistics slots? No. Okay. So let's go over here and take a look at this. Fight's probably going on now. Let's watch this for a minute. So you can see our ships are actually in combat with the little enemy gray ships here. And they should be able to clear these guys out pretty fast. These guys are generally speaking, the ones that orbit around these planets are not too OP. Now, if you go into the pirate den area where the actual NPC pirates come from, you're probably not coming out of that alive. They're usually really well fortified. There's usually a lot of them, so attacking the actual pirate den straight on, if you do it at all, is usually later in the game. So yeah, this guy's just getting pummeled. He's not going to be here very long. But I just like the fact that you can zoom in and actually watch like a little episode of freaking Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever. Okay, so we got that going on. They're pretty occupied. I seriously doubt, if I send my colony ship in now, that they're going to pull off my fleet and attack the colony ship. So I'm going to send the colony ship in. You heard me, right? Yeah? You going? You going? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to send him in, and he should just, since his colonize ability is not on cooldown, and I have the antimatter to do it, he should just come up here and claim that. So in the meantime, I want to research some defense, some defensive stuff. So we're going to go to security. Right now we can research hangar defense. So that's going to allow us to create a hangar platform with a couple fighter jets or some bombers in it. And that'll come out and attack anybody who tries to invade our territory in that area. So those might be good to have. I'll go ahead and put that up to research. Hostility. I wanted this Acolyte Corvette. I will put that in the list. Harmony. Knowledge of your people's desert origins is rediscovered, inspiring many to flock to these types of planets. Let's go with... Actually, up here... Grants access to the Temple of Commune. Grants assembly drones to the command labor, allowing them to collaborate and build structures faster. Yeah, see, like I said, I don't normally play this faction, so this is all gibberish to me. Let's go to Fleet Logistics. This is the number of capital ships that we can currently command. And this is the max size of our fleet. Currently, we can supply up to 100. Right here, it says we currently have 17 remaining of our limit. Now, each ship that you build has a supply number. Basically, that's its additional cost, like it costs this. Well, here, I'll just show you. Okay, so these guys are done. I've claimed the planet. Real quick, let me go in here, and I'm going to claim the 2 metal extractors. And then we'll come over here. And as I was saying, what was I saying? Here. Okay, so these disciple vessels, for example, you see over there it says, you know, I can't move my mouse or it'll unhighlight it, but it says cost 250 coin, gold, whatever, 40 metal, 0 crystal. But it also says uses 4 supply. So every one of these I make takes 4 out of my current fleet limit. So I have another 17 points I can spend. The capital ships, I don't have enough to make another capital ship, but the one we made used 50 of our supply. So that's a pretty hefty chunk. I just noticed I have another cruiser down here. Oh, that's the Corvette we just researched. So that's worth 3 supply. So if I just make a couple of these, so I can get 5 of these Acolyte Corvettes, and we are down to 2 fleet supply. So if I want a bigger fleet other than the capital ship, those little frigates that we have, and these guys, I need to come in here and make my current fleet capacity larger. So I have the resources to do that. We'll put a couple of those in. And if I ever want more than one of those capital ships, I need to research. I need to get more commanders. Right now I have currently 1 commander. And once I've researched this, I'll have a second and I can make another. Artifacts. I haven't discovered any artifacts yet. Sometimes when you go to a planet, you can, you know, explore a planet. I can show you that over here. This new planet that we have. Right, see, right now this is an undeveloped planet. I've just claimed it. I haven't done anything to it, so I can do any of these things here. So you can explore a planet, I think, twice. And then if there's anything special about the planet, like it says penal colony down here. That means that structure build cost is plus 20%, structure build rate negative 30%. I really don't know what that means. But if there's any artifacts, that's what the artifacts meant up here. If there's any artifacts on here, you have to discover it. So I want to get some logistic slots and some tactical slots so that I can build up some defenses around this. I've got my mines going. I'm currently running low on crystal, so if I come up here, I can actually buy crystal. And then we're going to go logistics. Let's go ahead and put Temple of Hostility and Harmony. How many of these can we do? The more of these we have, the more research, the deeper research we can get into. And it really doesn't matter where you put them. I mean, I guess from a defensive perspective, it does kind of matter where you put them. But I'm not that deep mentally. I just put them out. What I do want, however, is the tactical. So now we have a hangar defense. So we can put a hangar. Let's see, where are they coming in from? We got some neighbors right next door to us. Bad guys, if they do come, will probably come from around this area. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll put the hangar defense here. And then we'll protect that with a couple of these. Well, 1. I need more crystal. Buy more crystal! Oh, wow, now I'm out of money. Let's sell some metal. And get 1 more beam defense platform up. Make sure that this hangar's defended pretty good. And we can go to this hangar. And it says that it can make a fighter squadron or a bomber squadron. Now, fighters attack just about everything. Bombers are good at taking out, like, frigates and cruisers and whatnot. Fighters actually take out bombers. So, my primary defense concern is, like, these fleets belonging to other people coming in and attacking my crap. So, I'm going to go ahead and, I think I'm going to build some bombers. How many? I can have 3 bombers to this hangar. So, see, this is a little scout from one of the other factions. This is the Gallon Rim Union. So they're just scouting through, looking at stuff. And of course, anybody you've got in the area is just going to automatically, like, attack. Usually the scouts are fast enough to get away, and it doesn't actually cause a lot of hostility. So yeah, he's going to warp out. He's fine. And then my guys are going to get bored and wander back to wherever they were. But anyway, let's see here. So I've got the defense platforms. I've got this. I can now research. Boy, it's been a while since I've done this YouTube thing. Talking to myself is awkward once more. So security. I've got the hangar defense. Skilled hangar anima. Increases the number of strike craft in each hangar defense squadron. Okay. Homing mines. Grants homing mine squadrons to area drones. Okay, so mines. I want to upgrade my ships. So, basic shield projection, refined framework. So what's this say? Increases the maximum shield points and shield regeneration rate of Titans, capital ships, and frigates. So that's just like everything I have. So, yeah, I want that. You can get that up to 2 times. I'll go ahead and list that twice. Money's getting a little low. Can I afford anything else? Gotta keep that research going, yo. Okay, current command 2, next command 3. Okay, so these are done. I don't think I actually have enough. Where are you guys going now? Lunatics? Oh, when you see that orange around it, that means that your planet, your area is either it's threatened. There are other units in the area that could threaten. It doesn't always mean they're attacking. Like, for example, it's not like that anymore. That's probably just because the scout came through, saw it, and went, and we found it as a threat. So over here, this arc represents your total fleet strength in the area. This little arc represents your, like, I want to say, like, infrastructure, like your permanent defenses, the hangars, the guns, whatnot like that. And then over here, I don't know if he's coming over here or not. If he is, I can show you. But there was just a scout in this area. Any enemy units or opposing units that are in there will show in this arc. And the more of these little dots that are in the arc, the greater the number of whatever happens to be there. It doesn't look like he's coming over here, so if I happen to remember it in the future and it happens again, I'll point it out. But anywho, I now have 304 more fleet capacity. I don't have a lot of money, but if I can whip out a few more of these, like, little frigates, maybe. Do I have enough for another capital ship? See, capital ships are expensive. Yeah, I don't have anywhere near enough money or crystal. I really need to go inhabit something that's got some more crystal mines that I can claim. So for now, let's go ahead and go into frigates. We'll get some more of these disciple vessels. I can afford 4 more at the moment. Didn't I? Where's my... I could have swore I summoned some. Yeah, the corvettes are over here. Okay. So I'll tell them to come over here with the corvettes. Once those are done producing, I will send them and the corvettes over to join the main fleet, and we will go find another place to take over. What do we got here? This one's got 2 mineral asteroids and 1 crystal. Same here. This one's got 3 crystal, but it's an ice planet, and I'm pretty sure I don't have the ability to colonize ice planets yet. Where are the ice planets? Arctic evangelism. I know this word. I don't know why I can't pronounce it, but anyway, I just gained enough resources to research Arctic evangelism. Evangelism. So, we're going to research that. I want this planet because it's got all the crystals. So we're going to send our fleet over. First, we need to get the rest of the fleet in line. How many more of these ships are we producing? None. It's all done. Okay. So we're going to send... Yes, alarm, I hear you. Cancel. Cancel. Shut up. Shut up! No! Hold on a second. Dismiss. I need to change that alarm. That's annoying. So I'm going to send these guys over here with the fleet. Once they get there, I'm going to have them join the fleet. And then I'm going to have to wrap this video up because people don't like videos over half an hour anymore. I guess it's actually getting to the point now where people can't even stand watching half an hour of a video. So I'm going to have to do some research into that. I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want you here longer than you need to be. But I'm still going to keep playing the game, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video. When we come back, it will be exactly where I left off because I'm still playing. But we will join this group up with this group, make a fleet, and we'll send them off to that ice planet where we can clear out the bad guys around the planet, claim the planet, and continue on. So, until then, I've been your host, DM Renavion, saying stay safe, have fun, I'm out.